Our guest of honor, Mr. S. Chokkalingam, Senior Advocate, Senior Principal to honor our guest of honor, Mr. K. M. Murugappan, Advocate and Notary Public, with a shawl and a memento. Champions are made when potentials are converted into performance. May I request our honorable guest, Dr. Justice A.R. Lakshmanan, to crown the champions with shields. I invite all the toppers, the rank holders, to come to the stage along with your parents. First, it's K. Abhirami. She has secured the district first rank. She has scored 1,186 out of 1,200. It's Harini Visalakshi, district second rank. She has scored 1,183 out of 1,200. District 4th rank, scoring 1,180 out of 1,200. On behalf of Vigneshwaran, Mr. Karthik receives the award. Scored district 5th rank, 1,179 over 1,200. Thalai Selvi, she has secured 1,178 out of 1,200 and bagged the district 6th rank. Sentence coder Gurappan of 8th standard receives an award. Thank you, sir. We are indebted to you for the honors bestowed on our children, those who are basking in the limelight of success. An ideal thinker, fair-minded in evaluation, honest in facing personal biases, and prudent in making judgments. He is our Honorable Chief Guest, Dr. Justice A.R. Lakshmanan. I invite you, sir, to endow your parlance on this special event.
Coordinator of this esteemed institution, Mrs. Angeline Jonathan, Senior Principal, Dr. Jonathan Jaya Bharat, Dr. Jalaja Kumari, Principal, Mount Zion International School, Senior Advocate, Mr. Chappalinga, Senior Advocate, Mr. Murugappan, my dear students, parents, and the staff members of this school. I have prepared a written speech purposely to convey some important advice and information to the students and also to appreciate the human service this school is rendering in this area as an educational institution. Normally, I always stand before the audience and then deliver my speech. Today, I am having some problem in the leg. That is why I was not able to stand and then address these students. So, I seek your permission to deliver my speech and also permit me to sit and deliver the speech. Normally, lawyers, they ask our permission to, sometimes if they are not well, to sit and argue. Today it is other way about. So I take your permission to sit and then deliver. After entering into this campus, I was really wondering how such a institution, education institution, was founded, and we must thank the founders of the school. I am told Jonathan's father has founded this institution. See, we are also running 5 schools in Devakote. I am the chairman of all the 5 schools. One is the girls' school, Pettadachi Girls Higher Secondary School. It is my grandmother. It was founded in memory of my grandmother. The other one is Nagaratha High School. I was an older student, and that school has produced 5 judges to the Madras High Court. Myself, Chief Justice Veeraswamy, Justice Karpaka Vinayakam, Justice Rangarajan, and Justice Fakir Mullah. And many IAS officers and lawyers, collectors, many engineers and eminent doctors. See, likewise, your senior principal said, your school also has produced many students, ability, with their ability they have been any engineers, doctors, and holding and many other important posts. It's all mere hard work. See, I cannot claim any heredity in the legal profession. I am the first generation lawyer. I struggled hard in the beginning, then I picked up. In fact, my wife was asking me to take up some other assignment, some jobs in the banks, and then so that we can earn some money. My father is a very rich man, hereditarily rich. But even then, my wife used to say, you must work yourself, work hard, earn the money, and then spend for the family. Because of our pressure, I applied for Indian Bank. As an officer, I was selected. But my mentor, Chief Justice Veeraswamy, has advised me not to join the bank service. Again, I applied for officer's post in the Indian Overseas Bank. I was selected, that I have not joined. Then I worked very hard. See, I will be the first person to go to my senior's office at 7 a.m. in the morning and leave the office by 10 p.m. in the night. Because my senior was a government pleader, they allow us to handle any government case. It's not a private party's case. So we have learned the art of advocacy at the expense of the government of Tamil Nadu. But see, whenever you get an opportunity, you must utilize that opportunity so that you can come up well in the life. You must work hard. As a student, you have to concentrate only on studies. You should not go to align yourself to any political party, and you should not join any political party or and other, and you should not sit always in front of the TV. You must concentrate only on your studies. This is the age for you to learn, not to divert your attention to any other field. That is how I have come up in my life. That is why, with hesitant, I say my experience to you, so that you may, many of you are here, you may become a doctor or an engineer or a judge or a senior lawyer. But for your hard work, you cannot come up in life. See, because of my first few years I struggled hard, then I picked up the work, and 23 years I was practicing in the Madras High Court. Then I became a senior advocate. That was designated by the full court of all the judges. Now I can tell you, I am proud of my son. See, he is one of the very leading lawyer in Madras High Court. He is A.R.L. Sundaresan. At the age of 37, he was designated as a senior advocate by the full court. Full court, at that year, it was about 46 judges. All of them unanimously selected him, because when they consider a particular person's name for designation, they consider his income, his behavior in court, how he gives respect to the judges and colleagues, including court staff. All these things they consider, and then they confer and designate the senior advocate as a senior advocate. Myself and Chidambaram, we were all classmates, but we were conferred and designated as senior advocate at the age of 48 and 47. But my son was designated as a senior advocate at the age of 36. Very rare in the Madras High Court. And only person who was designated at the age of 37. You can invite him one day. He is one of the very good an orator and a very good lawyer, and he can give you many advice. You may invite him one day. Now, I will say a few things about the institution also. First, I deem it always pleasure to participate in such memorable events and functions. I am told that the students of your school have secured very high marks in the recent examination held. They are rank holders. They are achievers. The students are really fortunate to study in this esteemed institution. I am told that all your teachers are well experienced and knowledgeable in their subjects assigned to them. The success of any institution depends on the way the objectives of the institution are realized and sustained. It is a matter of great mental satisfaction that your school was started in 2011 aiming to offer world-class education to the children of this region. In the words of Mahakavi Subramania Bharati, I quote, "It is better to educate a poor man instead of building 1,000 chowtries and temples in more numbers. The Mount Zion International School is the embodiment of the above stanza. Broadly speaking, education is a must for all citizens of the country. It must be universal. Of this, there can be no dispute. It is easy to proclaim that all the citizens of the country shall have education. One of the very recent urgent needs of our society is to educate people of the most backward classes, scheduled caste and scheduled tribes. The Constitution of India, with all its appropriate provisions for the upliftment of scheduled caste and scheduled tribes, by grant of concessions, is a meaningful inspiration for the educationists of today. The authors of the Constitution of India honestly believe that within a time limit of 10 years, the problem of educating the underprivileged would have been solved. But the problem has assumed greater proportions than what it was to start with, creating in its wake disharmony among the various castes, communal frenzy, casteism, and the like. However, it is in the hands of our educationists to find a solution to the problem of educating the downtrodden. In a democratic setup where rule of law prevails, it is essential that the citizens knows at least the rudiments of the law which governs him. Social justice, under the preamble of the Constitution, casts a duty on the state to secure that the operation of the legal system provides justice on the basis of equal opportunity through legislation as well as welfare and development schemes. The common law phrase says, I quote, "A mistake of fact is excusable, but a mistake of law is never a defense in law, whether civil or criminal. Every man is presumed to know the law of this land, but it is a war as to what the law is. One can never be a walking encyclopedia of all the laws, but laws and legislative enactments are not copyrights of the legislature. They are meant for the people and all persons, whether citizens or foreigners, are bound by them." Now we will come to the language. All languages are gifts of gods, goddess of learning. Every language has its own excellence and has contributed to make the well-being of human beings. There is no harm in learning as many languages as we can. Learning other language will strengthen and enrich the learning of one's own languages. By learning other languages, one can contribute more to the growth of one's own language. We can gain more knowledge in other spheres by learning more and more languages. Nevertheless, we should avoid the tendency to import words of other language to our own language, either conversation or in writing. In this context, I would like to say, I was an older student of St. Joseph's College. Father Yara, a very famous principal. He was our principal at that time. Then I applied for BCom and BA Economics. I was given BCom seat in the college. Then when I see the syllabus and all, then I have to study Hindi also. So I went at that time, for some reason or the other, I thought that I should not learn Hindi, which is a wrong decision, I tell you later. Then I went to principal's room, Father Arad. Then I told Father, I don't want to study Hindi. So you give me some other BA or BSc or some other course. He said, see, you are most unrealistic. You must learn. It's a national language. Whether you like it or not, nothing wrong in learning Hindi. Then I said, no, I don't want to study, give me some. Then he gave me BA Economics, Politics, and then the ancient history, and then other some minor subjects. Then after giving the admission card, he told me, you are going to become in future you will be a parliamentarian or you are going to be a politician. But that has not come up. Then I joined the Chartered Accountant firm. There also I couldn't work for more than 6 months. Then I joined the law college and then studied in the Madras Law College and then and became a lawyer for 23 years and all. Because of my ability and competence, because they see our performance in the court. The then Chief Minister called me one day, I want to give the post of government leader and you have to handle all the cases of the state of Tamil Nadu and the Supreme Court. Will you accept? Muraswari Maran was also there at the time. I said, I accept. Then I worked as a government leader for 1 year. After seeing my performance in the court, Chief Justice Anand recommended my name for judge. 1990, June 16th, I was appointed. I served as a judge in the Madras High Court for 8.5 years. Thereafter, when I became a second judge in the seniority, I was transferred to Kerala as Chief Justice. There I worked for 2.5 years. There I delivered many landmark judgments. One judgment I will just say. I have passed an order in a case banning smoking in public places. பொது இடங்களில் புகைப்பிடிக்கக்கூடாது. That was very well received by all the people and then the public and also the government. And it was very strictly, the police people, they strictly enforced the impact of the judgment. Then the Advocate General of the Kerala state immediately contacted the Chief Minister, Mr. Nayanar in Kerala. Cabinet meeting was going on. All the ministers were there. Then a note was sent to the Chief Minister stating that the Kerala High Court has passed an order banning smoking in public places. Immediately he remarked, the Chief Minister remarked, he commented in Malayalam that Tamil Nadu one the judge Namma Kudiya Keduthu. Ban smoking in public places. He used to smoke weed then immediately he threw the weed in the dustbin. See, that is why there are many other judgments. Then I have banned sale of Gutka in Andhra Pradesh. Then in the Sabarimala temple, I have made lots of improvements. And in Guruvayur temple, everybody was giving elephants. But already there were 64 elephants in the yard. And very difficult for the management, temple management to meet the expenses. Then they approached, because in Kerala, the religious institutions are completely under the control of the High Court, unlike in our state. Then the IAS officer is the executive officer there. Then he asked our permission how to meet out the expenses and all. Then I passed an order. Hereafter, whoever wants to give one elephant, they have to give elephant along with a deposit of 2 lakhs. So that from the deposit of that money, the temple, the elephant can be looked after. These are all. Likewise in Supreme Court and Andhra Pradesh High Court, I have banned smoking in court premises throughout Andhra Pradesh. Nobody can. I removed all the shops from the court premises. So I advise all the students here, you can learn as many languages as possible, at least 3. You can learn Hindi as a national language, English as a linked language, and your own mother tongue. Tamil or Malayalam or Telugu, whichever is your mother tongue. Then, role of a teacher. A teacher removes and dispels the darkness of the student's mind. It is a teacher who enlightens the students and molds their future. Therefore, they are entitled to great respect and reverence. But nowadays, the teachers are not in a position to control the boys. Things are otherwise. It is then some agitation by the parents. If a student is impose some fine or something like that, or warned, then they say, no, you can't touch my son. They forget the fact that the teacher tells the student, taking their interest, the future interest. Now that is being forgotten. So that is the thing only in some other school and not, definitely it will not be in your school. The way in which the students are listening to the speaker, that itself is highly commendable. I wish you all. Then I was saying hard work. Then I already, so you must work hard, you must listen to the teachers, and you should not align yourself to any politics or political party. From Kerala, I was transferred to Rajasthan as Chief Justice and Andhra Pradesh as Chief Justice, and later elevated to Supreme Court of India, and then Chairman of the 18th Law Commission. Unfortunately, the subject of education has become a great pasture of litigation in court of law. Students and management of unrecognized educational institutions are after the law courts instead of spending their time usefully in the classrooms. It is also true that some unscrupulous people who do not really evince any interest in the cause of education are making the educational institutions money spinners. What I mean is that the people start educational institutions without obtaining necessary recognition from the government and the university concerned. It is the duty of every one of us to prevent such exploitation by money spinners in the field of education. I congratulate one and all of you who have secured very high marks, and I wish you all a bright, prosperous and purposeful years again by the grace of the great architect of the universe. I wish the students, teachers, management, members of the managing committee and other members all my good wishes and bright and prosperous future. Our great nation is yet to achieve and complete success in the field of education. I am confident that the teachers and students of this institution will play a vital role in the building of our nation as a prosperous one. I can say in conclusion that your esteemed institution was started in 2011, imparting to offer world-class education to the children of this region. Your school is committed to its prime aim of developing overall personality of the students in a healthy and congenial atmosphere. Your school gives importance not only English language but also to our mother tongue Tamil. Your students have won international, national and state level prizes. I need not elaborate. Your students have won prizes in swimming, chess competition, roller skating, drawing, Tamil elocution and English debate, and back prizes at all level tests conducted by the institution. You prepare your students in life. I am glad to notice that various circulars and co-curricular activities are selected and organized to aid in the harmonious development of the physical, mental, emotional and spiritual facilities of the peoples, thus setting Mount Zion apart from other schools. To cater to the overall development of the students, various co-curricular activities like horse riding, music, karate, dance, carom, chess, skating, robotics, etc. are being provided. I now request the management also to introduce yoga at least this year, because yoga is now very popular. It has become very popular. Every school and every college, they have already introduced yoga. So that because you are having all other sports, but yoga is not included. I request the management to include that also in your curriculum. See, now that all these papers have been placed before a judge, a court, so what the people expect from a judge when his case is argued, they expect a judgment immediately. Nowadays, people are very unhappy that judgments are not being delivered immediately, and they take their own time. So ultimately the litigant public, they put to an undue, unnecessary delay, and they are not able to reach the authors after contesting the case. Since all the material papers have been placed before me, it is my duty to deliver my judgment, which is not appealable because I am the Supreme Court. There is no further appeal, there is no further court of appeal. I say, in conclusion I say, considering all the above aspects and dedicated involvement of your school, I, as a judge of the Supreme Court, can declare without fear of any contradiction that your school is the best school in this region. Before I resume my seat, I must say a few words about the two lawyers who are sitting on the dais. Mr. Chokkalingam is a very hard-working lawyer. I only put him in the Law College in Madras. Then I also got admission in the library, the hostel also. He passed the law course. Then he came to my office. Then he said he wants to work in Madras High Court and in my office. I told him, better you go to the lower courts, that is the district practice there for some years, because you have to start your career after learning the basic features of the legal profession. So I advised him to go to Pudukkottai, and I put him with the leading lawyer, Mr. Mayor. Then later he developed his work. Today he is number one in this region. So here he is also here. You can also emulate your example of Mr. Chokkalingam. I wish him, he is doing exemplary work in Pudukkottai. Many people they used to tell me. Likewise, Murugappan, he is giving hundreds and hundreds of opinions, and also notary. He is a notary public. See, in this way he is also a very hard-working lawyer, and he is also respected by the bar and the judges. A lawyer must be respected by the judges. When you give respect to the judge, then only you can expect respect from the judges. Now, before I conclude, one more thing I want to say about myself. I told you that I was an older student of St. Joseph's College, one of the best college in this country, I can say. Because I know all Christian fathers, personally, even today I am having contact. 2 years before, they celebrated 160th year of the celebration. Then they selected 3 old students from different one is Abdul Kalam, former President of India. Other one is the chairman of the Election Commission, Mr. Gopal Samy. And third one is myself. Because I am the only Supreme Court judge studied in that school, in that college. Abdul Kalam was an older student. Gopal Samy also was an older student. Then before I mentioned each and every teacher of mine who taught me different subjects. I named them, I mentioned them. That was appreciated by him because I collected all the names from the office and then I mentioned their names. Then throughout the college and the campus, the photographs of all the three were exhibited, mentioning three gems of our college. Abdul Kalam, myself, and Gopal Samy. It is a honor, a great honor done by the school to the students. That is one of the momentous occasions which I cannot forget. So I have told all of you that my experience, because of my hard work, my sincerity, my friendliness with others, with respect to the judges, colleagues and teachers, I have today come up in life. I want all of you to follow me in this respect. Work hard so that all of you will definitely come up, because in this institution you have all the facilities, all the syllabus, and the teachers are excellent teachers. And this is an occasion for you all to learn and spend your whole time only on studies and not in any other way. I wish you all, I thank the management and other members of this institution for having invited me and to say some of my random thoughts on education and about the language and about the hard work and other things. I once again thank you all and I conclude.